Hello and welcome to the Mid-Mo Music Show. I'm your host, Deanna Solstice, and we've got the best music and stories from the greatest artists in the Mid-Missouri area. And today we have Jessica Carter. She's been writing music all her life, and she's here to play her songs for us. She sings from her heart. And now, Jessica Carter.
Some look forward to the special day, a fall wedding, maybe in May. Chapel filled with flowers galore, the archway pews even on the floor. Mom to help me into my dress, Dad to walk me down, he's such a mess. What a blessing that would be. Everyone gathered for the groom and me. Y'all complain about mom and dad, but I would take it over the hand I have. A mom who wants to plan everything, even cause hell over stupid things. A dad to protect me even as I'm grown, he'd be damn proud and make it known. Go on, keep complaining, your life is tough. I'm just gonna stand here and call your bluff. Honey, I bet everything. Your full house beats my high card any day. Some look forward to their special day, blue or pink, born on a Friday. Painted up the little nursery, the bottles, crib, blankets ready. Mom to help me plan the checklist, Dad with cigars, he's ready for this. What a blessing that would be. Everyone gathered round for my husband and me. Y'all complain about mom and dad, but I would take it over the hand I have. Mom who wants to plan everything, even cause hell over stupid things. A dad to protect me even as I'm grown, he'd be damn proud and make it known. Go on, keep complaining, your life is tough. I'm just gonna stand here and call your bluff. Honey, I bet everything. Your full house beats my high card any day. One thing that I ask of you is cherish your parents through and through, 'cause you never know what you have till they're not there for you. Y'all complain about mom and dad, but I would take it over the hand I have. A mom who wants to plan everything, even cause hell over stupid things. Oh, a dad to protect me even as I'm grown, he'd be damn proud and make it known. Go on, keep complaining, your life is tough. I'm just gonna stand here and call your bluff. Honey, I bet everything. Your full house beats my high card any day.
And welcome back. I'm here with Jessica Carter. Hi, Jessica.
Hi.
Welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Thanks for being here.
Yeah.
So you've been in Mid-Missouri all your life, and you began music at a very young age. Doing what?
I was age 3. My family got tired of me beating on everything, so they scrounged together some like coffee cans and wooden spoons. You know, the good old days where we did the inexpensive type of instruments, and we did that. So yeah, started with drums, and then as I got older, I kind of said, nah, not a drummer. Nope.
And so what instrument did you start off with then?
I started with voice more than anything, but as I got into like band, it was like clarinet or piano and stuff like that.
Oh, clarinet. So you learned how to read music in school that way.
Yeah.
cool. But you play by ear, I can kind of tell
Yes,
with your music, with your songs that you wrote.
yes, some of that didn't happen until college. So through middle school and high school and band, I really had a bad ear. I was terrible. And then, of course, through college, you had to learn how to make your ear stronger, and I got lucky. Yes. Normally, it's the opposite. People start with a good ear and, yeah, go from there.
Yeah, but it works both ways.
Sometimes not.
It worked both ways with you.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, thank God.
So what got you into writing music?
Writing music was my safe haven as a child. I remember when I was 8 years old, I said, one day I'm going to do this so that I can help people with their music. Because there's such artists like Christina Aguilera. She has some songs about her father that are very troubling. That helped me. Kelly Clarkson as well. Just a lot of different things. But writing my songs was my own like diary there, with being like therapy-wise, with my rough, traumatic, like abusive household that I was in. So it was just my safe haven that I always went to when I needed it.
Yeah, it was healing for all those experiences that you had. So you have stories behind each one of your songs.
Yeah.
Where do you want to start?
What we did kind of started out when I was a teacher. We did a lot of shooter trainings. And sometimes that just kind of triggered, if we took care of the kids younger with the mental illnesses, then we would help a lot more, I feel like. So it kind of started out that way, and then all this stuff about race and gender and everything just kind of triggered me to write more. And I don't know, I just feel like we could do better as a society. We're all human. We're all the same race. We're a human race. So treat each other the right way is basically what I wanted to get across. I wanted to make an impact somehow with that one.
Another story on the news, another school bomb, bullets flew, another riot, a political fight, racial debate, this isn't right. Is this the fate of the world today? Being raised to hate, all in this place. Everything wrong can't be turned right. It's not impossible, change won't bite. Our mistakes don't limit us, only our fears. This is why we place blame on optics around here. The one we should be pointing to is right in front of that mirror. Whether reason evil wins, this place will not change till we stand hand in hand. We need to open our eyes and finally look at what we did. Why are we so worried about fixing the past that broke us when we should learn from that? Take care of your neighbors all around. We're all different for a reason now. What's so hard about being kind? Say hello to a stranger, they won't mind. We created this, so we should undo it. Our mistakes don't limit us, only our fears. This is why we place blame on optics around here. One we should be pointing to is right in front of that mirror. Whether reason evil wins, this place will not change till we stand hand in hand. We need to open our eyes and finally look at what we did. We're all the same on the inside. We bleed red no matter what kind. Hate has made us all so blind, when those needing help are struggling in their minds. Our mistakes don't limit us, only our fears. This is why we place blame on optics around here. The one we should be pointing to is right in front of that mirror. Whether reason evil wins, this place will not change till we stand in the air. We need to open our eyes and finally look. We need to open our eyes and finally look at what we did. Ooh. all said, find a man that's true and make sure he's a gentleman to you. He can be a man in black, tough as nails. He can even pick those strings like hell. But just make sure that he treats you right. He'll always be there to hold you tight. You better be one that can shake my hand. Then he's alright, understand. I want true desire burning that flame. You'll be my fire and I'm your gasoline. Bound together like rings of fire, a love like an ember, burning so wild, burning so hard all through the night. Eventually that light fades away. Ooh. So who's gonna light up my flame tonight? Can't help it, I'm in love with love, and I'm just a fool for having this bug. I'm always chasing guys like in the movies, falling for the wrong ones, yeah, he won me. He'd never tell me I told you so, instead he'd say just let him go. You deserve so much more, baby. Someone who keeps chasing you even if they're winning. I want true desire burning that flame. You'll be my fire and I'm your gasoline. Bound together like rings of fire, love like an ember, burning so wild, burning so hard all through the night. Eventually that light fades away. Ooh. So who's gonna light up my flame tonight? Oh yeah, I want your desire burning that flame. You'll be my fire and I'm your gasoline. Bound together like rings of fire, love like an ember, burning so wild, burning so hard all through the night. Eventually that light fades away. Ooh, yeah, that light can't fade. So who's gonna light up my flame tonight?
That one was in honor of my grandfather. He's basically the only father I've really had, and he taught me at a young age, a guy should be able to come up to me and shake my hand and introduce himself. If he doesn't, he's not worth it. Just get on. And I remember I was in a relationship for 6 years with this guy, and he came up to me, he said, "That's not the man you're gonna marry one day." And I got very upset. And then 3 years later, he didn't tell me he told me so, but I told him, "Yeah, I know you're gonna say it." But he was just there for me. And so that song kind of incorporates, how a man should treat me. And I know my self-worth now because of my grandfather and the words he gave me.
Yeah, that's awesome. Like, it doesn't matter whether it's your mother or your father or like who it is in your family, but if somebody is, it's great when it comes from somebody you're a relative with to bring you strength.
Yes.
So you've taught music.
I have. I taught for 5 years around in Missouri. My last 3 was elementary music, K-5 at McIntyre Elementary in Fulton. I still keep in contact with tons of the parents, students there, and faculty. I won't ever give that up. I love my connections with my kids, definitely. I always wanted to make my classroom a safe haven because as I grew up, that's what it was for me. And I remember a couple of kids would open up to me about some things, and it was hard at times to go home without crying. I'll tell you that. Yeah, it was really tough.
But it sounds like you could really be there for them in a real way.
I tried.
And I'm sure they really,
I probably
really
wasn't the
appreciated
best teacher, but at least I know I was really good at making connections and relationships with those kids and making them feel safe. I know I did that at least.
Yeah, that's amazing that you did that.
Oh, thank
And
you.
I'm glad you're here and you're thinking about moving on from here.
I am. In a couple weeks, I'm moving to Nashville. I already have like a job transfer down there and everything, but I'm ready to be surrounded by the culture of the music, of course. But my philosophy, and I'm stealing this from a friend of mine, this is a quote he says all the time: be the worst person in the room so that you are always aiming to be better and better each time. And that's exactly what I want to do. I want to be surrounded by other musicians who will teach me new things, who I can learn from, like business strategy or just just anything. I want to learn more. That way I can say that I at least tried down there before giving up on something, you know?
So tell our audience where they can find your music online and in the real world.
Well, you can definitely find me on Facebook and Instagram at Jessica Carter Music, all lowercase, no spaces in between. I'm also on Twitter. I'm not much on there, but I have one just for purpose. And then I do have an acoustic version of what we did. That first song I did, it is on Spotify, Apple Music, Deezer, Pandora, and YouTube right now. But yeah.
Awesome. Thank you and good luck to you, Jessica.
Yeah,
thanks for being on the show.
I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.
As I go home, there's nobody there but some memories in a broke down chair. One I love has left me here, gone for good, just disappeared. How do I stay strong when I don't know we're wrong? How do I get through this? Should I even exist? I can't stand being hurt, I just want to quit. JD says I should drown the pain, but JC says lift your hands and pray. Some days it's hard, choosing between walking with God or walking to a bar. As I go home, there's somebody there, only loneliness and fear around here. I'm beaten and bruised, just left on the floor, invisible to him, completely no more. How do I stay strong when I don't know we're wrong? How do I get through this? Should I even exist? I can't stand being hurt, I just want to quit. JD says I should drown the pain, but JC says lift your hands and pray. Some days it's hard, choosing between walking with God or walking to a bar. Oh, will I catch a break? Will there be a good man? Which path should I take? Which path should I take? Is it Jack Daniels or Jesus Christ? I'm starting to forget